Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one. Take my paving stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. Your what? Paving stone? What's a paving stone? A tool used by cleaners to identify certain geological properties. Okay. As you hold the paving stone in the soft glow, it affixes itself to the boulder with surprising force. Paving stones are natural magnets, and that's a meteorite filled with iron. Meteorite, one of the many remnants of an ancient meteor shower. A heterogeneous ether that they emit causes surrounding flora to glow unique hues, as you can see. So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens. Vidral be merciful. There you are. Blue. It's all blue. A far cry from the upper forests, indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamook can tell us about it. Keep running. We're almost there. As this is also my first time visiting Mamook, I have no experience interacting with the locals. But given Rook's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find that elector. Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza, so I propose we split out numbers between them. Given Rook's guidance, I also suggest that we err on the side of caution and move throughout the city in pairs. Erenville can come with me, and Alice can go with Kryle. That leaves Sagasai to accompany Wuglamat. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our respective searches prove fruitful. Your words may as well be ambient noise for all the care this citizen pays you. As you begin to speak, the man abruptly turns and leaves. Okay. Please tell me you've had better luck. Nope. No one will talk to you either. I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely. Hello there. We would like to ask you something if you don't mind. Move along, outsiders. We're just trying to find someone. The Dawn Servant Selector. Could you tell us where they are? Maybe it's part of the challenge. How are we supposed to find the elector if nobody will even speak with us? Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quickly as you can.
Up there!
Oh, you guys. Hi. Ah, no, not you again. Oh!
Bested by a mere shade.
How?
Miilal Ja. Papa?
Oh, wait, whoa.
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
Oh, yes. I thought it was Mamook Ja. Is this a test?
The channeler is Miilal Ja, Autarch of Mamook and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Oh.
Truly Yolal's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Miilal Ja himself. That is the final feat.
Okay.
The first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector.
What?
Miilal Ja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession.
Ooh.
Be gone from my sight.
Okay.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
This guy has an agenda.
When Miilal Ja was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force, but he was thwarted by Father Shade.
Oh, no, yeah, this is Mamook Ja. What do you want?
Dearest child, welcome home.
What? So, well, I mean, he's from here, but...
This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Miilal Ja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets.
Two stones.
What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy!
But is it actually his dad?
No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
Okay, so was this part of the plan? Makes sense. From the beginning, they have been saying about Mamook. From the beginning, they have been talking about Mamook's resentment. So, have they been playing along? But you can't.
I tried. But I couldn't.
cannot beat her.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamook, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors? You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
Let's go, brother.
Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it! But when these stragglers fail, Mamool Ja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant.
Like, okay, I kinda understand Mamool Ja now. Still a dick. But damn.
So come, stand before me, and fall.
How was he chosen an elector? He's been trying to undermine the competition.
I won't do your trial.
Excuse me?
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamook. The Mamool Ja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Promise, I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
The electors we have met thus far have all had their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Miilal Ja, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawn Servant name an openly biased man elector? Worrying over Miilal Ja won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet her. Hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right? Thank you for coming. My name is Miilal Ja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. And what was it you wished to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamook? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in this city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the peoples of this continent. Most would not deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far as Mamool Ja is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but we dare not speak out truth aloud. Yet now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Mamool Ja. You, Shbral, inferior by all presumptions, triumphed over our two-headed champion. This time, anyway. Next time, I might not be so lucky. Mamool Ja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he would do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Miilal Ja of the Silver Scales, for one. He traveled across the salt in search of conquest, only to be overcome. But no matter how the individual may falter, the people still believe in blessed siblings' supremacy. Because of my father. He who united Tural under one rule, who in their eyes stands as testament to the tradition's infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant to his legacy, your triumph could prove that Mamool Ja's true strength lies not in his birth, but in his character. And in so doing, you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamool Ja going a bit too far? You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. There is a place that will help you understand our plight. It lies far to the west of here. Follow me. Is that a meteorite up there? Aye, and judging by their attachment, the tree must benefit from the meteorite's unique ether. Anyway, we should press on. Miilal Ja was anxious for us to see whatever it is she has to show us. A hunting camp, like as not. I would love to talk to Mamool Ja hunters and learn about their ways, except they will probably ignore me. The others have continued on. Let's catch up to them. This is the place you wanted to show us. It lies just beyond this passage. Entry to these grounds is not permitted even to the devout. Nonetheless, I would reveal our secrets to you. Rest assured, I shall take full responsibility. Come, see for yourself the truth of the blessed. Oh, is that a dungeon?
I shouldn't have looked down.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
The work of Yokhui hands built long, long ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Altered? To what end?
It will be quicker to show you. We have beasts that can carry us below.
Oh, come on.
Mamool Ja.
What? Couldn't wait to laugh at the failure?
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Mother!
The third promise seeks to learn about Mamook. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are. Here. This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed Mamool Ja. An infant. We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits.
Lural.
Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
Wasn't it luck?
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibral was going poorly, and we needed to be united. Then, one day, a child was born, one blessed with two heads and tremendous power. When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children, no matter the cost. Of the countless born, most die, trapped in their ships. Only 1 in 100 survive. If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters, who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamook.
That's horrible.
Of course it's horrible! It's an atrocity we can never take back. Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing. But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice.
I sympathize with your pain, but don't use him as an excuse.
I should never have been born.
You're wrong. You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you aren't responsible for your siblings' deaths. The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours. Since when do you let others push you around, Mamool Ja? What do you want? Say it!
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Terral. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people, and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Moshutural Sush.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends the Hubico and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust. People will do as you say if you show it to them.
You?
I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them. Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca's ass.
Thanks, Wuklama.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Hatred is exhausting, after all.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamook. We have much to discover.
Hey, Sagasite. Before we rejoin the others, can we talk for a moment? I really hated him, you know? Mamool Ja, with every fiber of my being. He tried to ruin Ihana, sabotage us on the river, kidnap me for my keystone, and release the most vicious Tural Vidral of all time. Anything he could do to cause us pain, he did. Never in a million years would I forgive him. But the moment I understood why he did what he did, the pain he's been carrying this whole time, all my anger just evaporated. Does his pain justify his actions in your eyes? He still needs to make amends. I hear you. Mamool Ja's motives don't absolve him of his crimes. He must answer for them like anyone else. But right now, my duty is to ensure that no one in Mamook feels desperate enough to go to such lengths ever again. Anyway, thanks for listening. Now that I have voiced that, I feel readier for the challenges ahead. Come, let's head back to the city. Mamool Ja's scale represents his faith in us. We won't fail him or his people. We haven't a moment to lose. According to Miilal Ja, Moshutural Soj is an abandoned settlement northwest of the city. It should afford us the privacy we require. We must work quickly, lest Cyril Ja discover our intentions. Fortunately, Mamool Ja thought to give us additional scales, so we might cover more ground in less time. Everyone should take one and get going. Use them to gather as many people as you can. Let's retrace our steps. Maybe this time we can convince folks to lend an ear. Did I not tell you to move along? I can't be seen talking with the likes of you. A blessed scale. In an outsider's hands. What business do you have with me? So Mamool Ja sent you to call an assembly. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I shall go to Moshutural Suj at once. Scale. If the Blessed trusts you, then so will I. So, what is it that you require of me? Mamool Ja bids us come to Moshutural Suj. A strange place for an assembly, but very well. I will not refuse he who fights for our dreams. Have you managed to gather some of the good folks? Yeah. Wonderful. The esteemed Mamool Ja will be pleased. This fellow here will be coming to Moshutural Suj as well. Apparently, there's an Azul nursery to the west called Gold Magic Grove. Could you go and see who you can talk to there as well? I'll meet you in Moshutural Suj afterwards. There's just one more person I need to find. Oh, my apologies. I was unaware. I thank you, blessed scale bearer, for bringing me word of this gathering. I shall away to Moshutural Suj at once. Where's Muklamant? Oh no. Okay. Kwana. Sorry to keep you waiting. You invited the second promise as well. Lamati, need I remind you that this rite is a competition? Whatever advantage you're about to share with me, you ought to utilize it to your own benefit. I have barely made headway in communicating with the locals. At this rate, you lead the race to the Golden City. I need your help. To complete the feat? No. Mamook has a problem I can't solve on my own, and you're the most clever person I know. I want you to hear the people firsthand, so that we might come up with a way to help them. Very well, I am at your disposal. Everyone, thank you for gathering on such short notice. I am Wuklamat, third promise of Tuli Yolal. Promise? I thought you served Mamool Ja. You deceived us. No, they did not. The scales they showed you were mine. I entrusted them to the third promise and her retinue. Why honor these outsiders so? Because Wuklamat has won my trust. Now, you will hear her words. Mamool Ja shared with me the truth about blessed siblings, about the price you paid to conceive them. As an outsider to your community, it is not my place to judge you or your culture. Culture is born of the experiences of its people, of their lives and their land. But it breaks my heart to know that yours has brought you all so much suffering. If any here wish to break from the cycle of tragedy that creating blessed siblings demands, I ask that you join us. Please. I don't want any more of our children to die. You think we want this? We have no choice. Only blessed siblings can liberate us from our suffering. Without them, we have nothing. That remains to be seen. Speak with the third promise. Share with her your worries and your pain. And together we may find a new way forward. Together. If she is trustworthy, then I will speak with her. It would be best if you withdrew, my son. Many cannot yet speak freely in your presence. Let's keep an eye out for Miilal Ja. He wouldn't take kindly to this sort of gathering. Once we understand everyone's concerns, we'll be better equipped to help them. Let's make sure they feel heard. glad Kuwana agreed to help us. He has always been good at solving complicated problems. Me, not so much, but I'll support Mamook's people however I can. By combining our respective strengths, we'll help them discover a new source of hope. I know we will. Alright, Sagasite, before we start, let's make sure we're remembering our history correctly. The Mamool Ja and Shibral fought for centuries over the land in the upper forest. But due to infighting, Mamool Ja forces struggled to make significant gains. In order to promote cooperation, the Hubigo and Buniwa clans intermarried, and that's how blessed siblings were first conceived. With that in mind, let's talk to the people and learn why they rely on blessed siblings. Those who have known only open skies and bountiful land cannot comprehend our plight. To thrive, we must take what we lack by force, and for that, we need the might of the blessed siblings. There have to be other ways to thrive, ways that don't require fighting. This land was once rich with ore, but the Yokhui did not stop digging until all the veins were spent. The meteorites are only good for so much. Even if we made overtures to traders, we have little to offer. Nothing would make me happier than to make a good life for my family in the place where I was born. But that's impossible. So with resources as sparse as they are, you don't have good prospects for trade. As you'll have noticed, this forest is very dark. Hardly any sunlight makes it through the canopy, so it feels like it's always night. We plow, we fertilize, we irrigate, yet our crops shrivel and die as though cursed. The only one that grows well is Najul, Shatika banana in Turali. Try living on that and little else for a few centuries and see how you like it. A forest where nothing grows. It's not hard to imagine where you would want to live. Blessed siblings promise us more than strength. They promise us the sun. This forest is dark and inhospitable. When given the opportunity to live in Tuliyolal, most of our people didn't think twice. Still, the prospect of being among so many outsiders was intimidating enough to keep many of us here. Blessed siblings are meant to deliver us from this accursed forest, to lead us to the fertile land above, where we might make a place for Mamool Ja to abide in peace and plenty. So you desire fertile land, one that's all your own. Well, I think I'm starting to understand. Everyone had their own perspective, but all their concerns were about the forest itself. Dark, infertile, cursed. Hearing that, it's little wonder that people here wish they had better land. And who better to get it for them than blessed siblings? It's hard to convince people to stay in a place that they can provide what they need. You would think the meteorites at least would have value, but apparently not. Hold on. Didn't Ereville mention something about the meteorites? That the ether they emit makes the plants glow blue? A rather significant physiological effect, I would say. If we were to study these meteorites, we might discover other ways they influence local flora. I noticed a curious amalgam of tree and meteorite just south of here. Determining precisely how they interact with one another may yield crucial insights. Everyone, I really appreciate you for sharing your thoughts with us. Thanks to your insights, we have a promising idea already. We just need a moment to investigate it further, so please bear with us. We'll be right back. It really is incredible how a tree could support such an enormous boulder. The meteorite's etheric emissions are palpable, even from this distance. Seeing this again makes me feel more confident in sharing a theory of mine. I suspect that only plants with an etheric affinity to these meteorites can thrive in this forest. If so, the gargantuan trees that created the dense canopy would by necessity possess the same affinity, as well as the aforementioned Najul tree. Indeed, I should like to analyze samples of meteorite before drawing any definitive conclusions, however. I carry with me a few devices that will aid in this endeavor, but perhaps you and Kryl could lend your expertise as well. I would like to join you. the etheric signature of those meteorites may be crucial in determining what manner of species might fare well here. I think I see what you're getting at. If we can prove to them the cursed forest isn't quite so cursed, maybe the people won't feel like blessed siblings are their only solution. So how can I help? Want me to climb the tree and break off a piece of meteorite for you? There are plenty of fragments on the ground already. It should be enough for our purposes if we gather about 5 pieces each. Even better if those fragments are gathered from disparate locations. I will collect your pieces once you have them. Did you find your fragments? Much obliged. Alphino, Cried, and I will combine the gathered samples and conduct an analysis forthwith. Determining the wavelength may take a little while, but I am hopeful that our efforts will bear fruit. I'll tell my sister to await our arrival at Moshutur el-Sush, so go and meet her there. We will return with our results as soon as possible. We have done all we can. The rest we must leave to Koana and the others. I don't know the first thing about those Charlian devices of his, but if they can be of help to Mamook, I'm glad he has them. There's hope of this forest, yes, I can feel it. I'm sure Miilal Ja would have choice words for us if he knew what we were up to. But his people are my people, and I can't ignore their plight. If I'm to call myself Dawn's servant one day, I have to bring an end to the tragedy here, many are depending on me, Mamool Ja not least of all. Anyway, I'm sure Koana and the others will be back with their report soon. Good. Everyone is assembled. In light of our news, I thought it only right to call the others. Thanks to the efforts of all, I'm pleased to say our analysis has yielded many valuable insights. And I dare say the prognosis is hopeful. Earlier, we asked about the hopes you place in blessed siblings, which they are important to you. Your overwhelming response was a frustration towards this forest. From a lack of natural resources to the inability to cultivate crops, in all respects have you ever struggled to build a prosperous home. Thus your understandable desire for a new land. However, this would be an unfortunate dismissal of what makes your forest uniquely valuable. That is, the soil. Our tests have proven, without a doubt, that the Jatihika heartland is abundantly fertile. I mean, there's plenty of plants. This may be surprising to hear, as you have seen crops fail time and time again, but we have discovered the root of this problem as well. The meteorites that scatter throughout your forest emit an unusual energy that greatly influences the development of surrounding plant life. Some plants thrive on this energy, like the nanjul and the giant trees that create the canopy, but others, as you well know, are sickened by it. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Across the salt, in a place called Charlian, there is a peerless collection of flora sampled from every corner of the world. Now that we know what energies are most prevalent in your forest, we can offer you seeds and starters guaranteed to thrive here. I took the liberty of contacting a few colleagues via link peril. Should you desire them, a sample of our best candidates can be shipped here in short order. Just as Eorsi acquired the popoto and tomato from Tural, so too might Mamook benefit from foreign crops. You mean we would be able to grow more than the jewel here? Precisely. While care must be taken to choose those species that will not have an adverse effect on the ecosystem, your agricultural options should increase markedly. With the right crops, Mamook will have all it needs to prosper, both at home and in trade. Blessed siblings don't have to be the answer anymore. Then there was never any need to fight, never any need to sacrifice. We can't change the past, but we can try to make the future better. Let the old teachings end with us. I know blessed siblings represent absolute strength to you. Letting go of that idea can be easy. But I'll prove that when we work together, our combined strength can achieve anything. Show us, promise. If there's another way, for our children and our home will no longer suffer in silence. Sometimes we had to fight alone, but not this time. Would you say a few words? No. Anything is possible when you work together. Our victory over Valigarmanda is proof of that. With faithful allies at your side, you can save even the entire star. In friends both old and new, you can find the light to banish the darkness. Saving the star is far beyond the scope of our needs, but I acknowledge the value of allies. We have said what we wanted to say. Now all that's left is to defeat my father's shade in the feet of the Brotherhood and clear the way for Mamook's bright new future. Do not give us cause to question our faith in you, please. Live up to your words. I will. After we complete his feat, let's be sure to tell Miilal Ja the good news about his forest. I'm sure he's as eager as anyone to eat what tasty fruits still grow here. Compassion even for the likes of him. You continue to eclipse me in every way. Then it is a simple choice. He's gonna give up. He's gonna quit the race. We're counting on you, Wuklamat. Guan is gonna give up the race, and he's probably gonna co-rule or rule as an advisor, technological advisor to Wuklamat, assuming Wuklamat wins, of course. It's the best way. Wuklamat's gonna head to announce our readiness. I never imagined the samples he so feverishly collected for the Exodus would find new purpose here. But if they help these people improve their prospects, all the better. Anyway, we should go and meet our comrades where Miilal Ja made his own attempt. The final feat awaits.
Miilal Ja, I'm ready for the final feat.
Grown weary of postponing the inevitable, have you?
Something like that. You see, I've learned all sorts of things about Mamook and your people.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I now understand why I need to surpass blessed siblings. The cost of producing superior offspring is destroying your people's souls. Look at them, and you'll see this. So I'll defeat my father's shade and prove to you that there's a better path for Mamook.
What drivel! Without the blessed, we are nothing but weaklings! Doomed to fade into obscurity.
Of course you are weak. We all are, each and every one of us. But when we join hands, we gain the strength to overcome any foe, even Vali Yarmanda.
Enough talk. Prove your mettle against Gulul Ja, the finest warrior ever to have graced Tural.
Fine by me. Not even Papa's shade will stop me from upholding his legacy.
I will fight alongside her.
Oh, okay.
Claimants are not permitted to assist one another. Second promise. But you may observe your sister's pitiable
But what if it's
attempt.
what if it's not a claimant anymore?
I see. In that case, it seems I'm no longer a claimant. I am now free to participate, I trust.
What are you scheming?
Nothing. I've simply come to realize who is worthy of following in Father's footsteps. Not our brother. Not Mamool Ja. And not me. You have always held the happiness of our people closest to your heart, Lamachi. So I will do everything in my power to ensure you ascend to the throne. This is how I shall repay Father for his kindness. This is how I shall serve Tuli Yolal.
I could always count on you, Kona. Thank you.
It will make no difference. Numbers matter not in the face of true might. Gulul Ja, mightiest of the blessed, arise!
Everyone ready?
Is this a trial?
No hard feelings, Papa. I've got a lot of hopes riding on my shoulders. And the only way forward is through you.
No, it can't be a trial because otherwise it would be a separate instance, not a battle in a quest. Let's go. Someone tank him, please.
Bear witness to our resolve.
So it's a trial, but it's not a trial.
In the reason which guides our journey.
So long as we stand together, we're unstoppable.
Some manner of paralyzing effect. Defend the afflicted. For Lamachi!
Not enough. But together, we shall triumph. I know not who you are. How you plot tenacity.
Surely this will quench your thirst for battle.
All the risen kindle.
Ah, now he can, okay.
By crimson wrath be sundered.
Okay.
Everyone, get behind me! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Will you have the strength to stand up to this?
I will be the next Dawn servant. I will
What am I supposed
protect
to
my
do?
people.
Can't do anything.
Is that the best you can do?
Impressive! But I'm not finished.
Heal us.
We will see Lamachi become Dawn servant. For Tuliyola!
That's my old man for you.
I refuse to accept this.
Ain't that a bit stubborn? Even for you.
Erugadin? It couldn't be...
Ketenramm. Vilken está, well, the guy who was spying on us from the trees.
Tanqua! It's been too long.
Tanqua?
It has indeed. You're looking more imposing since last I saw you, Wuklamat.
Wait, is Tanqua his real name, or is what?
Tanqua?
My Turali moniker. Miilal Ja insisted I take one, saying my birth name was too cumbersome for the local tongues.
That birth name being Ketenramm, I presume.
No! Ketenramm's that legendary Eorzean sailor. The one with the pickled cabbage.
We can talk about me cabbage later. Miilal Ja, whether you like it or no, these young'uns accomplished the feat. To deny Wuklamat her reward would be to betray the Dawn Servant's trust.
And what should she be rewarded for? Calling upon her minions to carry her to victory!
We're not minions. We're Wuklamat's friends and comrades. You're the autarch of Mamook. Show some dignity. Friends and comrades, okay. No need for offense.
Comrades, you believe a ruler should be reliant upon such?
Together, we can achieve anything. You needn't place your faith in the promise of blessed siblings.
How would you have us reclaim our glory?
With friendship and community. With us.
If you mean to rule, you should be more sparing with your offers of clemency. Especially to a man who has sacrificed countless young lives. Nevertheless, I will fulfill my charge as Elector. In recognition of your feat, I bestow upon you a keystone.
Congratulations are nearly in order, I suppose. I'm confident that you will find the Golden City in no time. You've grown much, and more during this journey. Become someone ready to lead our nation. Little Lamachi no longer. As your brother, I couldn't be more proud.
Kona. Thank you.
I must express my gratitude for your cooperation. And my regret for failing to live up to expectations.
Nonsense. If you believe Wuk-Lamat is the woman for the job, then you have our wholehearted support.
One last thing. I wish to speak to you both from the heart. Unpracticed as I am, this may sound hackneyed, but I am truly grateful to have met you.
Words spoken with such feeling would resonate with any fortunate enough to hear them. Though our journey together hath ended, ever shall we cherish the memories.
Aye. And should you require further esoteric musings or biting witticisms, don't hesitate to call. I dare say we'll come flocking. But I get ahead of myself. As I recall, our contract remains in effect until we've escorted the second promise back to the capital.
I leave my sister in your capable hands. See that she returns home safely.
You've still malms to go yet, Wuk-Lamat. The rite ain't over till you find the City of Gold.
I know. But if I can come this far, I can go all the way.
I cannot do Ketenramm's accent, so I'll probably speak normally. Third promise. You brought everyone. We were just coming to you. We did it, Miilal Ja. We proved to the Autarch that not even my father's full power could overcome the strength of our fellowship. I knew you would. I was right to trust you. You fulfilled your promise. Now it's our turn. You have shown us another way. We can build the lives we have always wanted, here, in our homeland, without sacrifice. Since our new crops will come from across the salt, I suppose we'll have to treat with outsiders. As equals, of course. Inside or outside, we're all just people, no matter what we look like or where we're born. When you're not used to all the color and variety, differences can feel like obstacles. But by learning more about what makes us different, we can also find common ground in places we never expected. Something new may become something you love. And someone you once hated might one day become your friend. You never know unless you keep an open mind. And while it may feel scary, taking that first step towards understanding is always worth it. Of course, learning about outsiders may well help Mamook grow. But what happens when they learn about us, about what we have done? They will not. For generations, our covenant has been kept secret, and so shall it remain. The atrocities committed here were facilitated by the autarchs. We and no one else are responsible. For my deeds, I am prepared to forfeit my life, but I will not suffer others to be damned alongside me. No one's been damned, and your life is in forfeit. The last thing this city needs is more death. Mamool Ja hasn't fought this hard for this long only to lose his father. If you truly feel responsible, be the first person to extend understanding to others on behalf of Mamook. Your community is waiting for you, here, and in Tuliyolal. We can still make things right, my love. Choose a different side of history. Thank you, Third Promise. Thank you for everything. You still owe me an explanation about that cabbage, you know? This ain't no place for a proper chat. Me cabin's just north of the city. Blue Eyes Abode, as people here call it on account of me dazzling twinklers. Why did you choose to settle down in Mamook? They haven't exactly been welcoming to outsiders, legendary explorer or otherwise. All the more reason to keep a weather eye on them, though seeing how you've won them over, methinks I'll have less need for vigilance. I'm here at Gulul Jaja's behest to ensure his hard-won peace is kept, and incidentally to remind Serelja of his duty as lector should he have forgotten it. My old man ordered you to stay here? That's no way to treat an honored guest. Heh, I would say I'm more than your father's guest by now. Or didn't you see the sepulchre atop Worker Sormor? That's right. Ketenramm was one of the names. Your father and I fought shoulder to shoulder in many a battle, Balikarmanda being but one of our triumphs. He and I are brothers. So when your brother tells you to stand watch, ye stand watch. Ye trust in his judgment and his strength of will, even if that means ye have to sit out the occasional scrap. Surely you understand such a bond, surrounded as ye are by all these bright and eager faces. I do. My comrades are my strength, and it's thanks to them that I understand Papa's hopes for this nation, what I must continue to protect. Then prove your readiness for the throne, Wuklamat. Find the Golden City. Oh, I will. With these ones beside me, even uncovering a legend should be child's play. Especially since I believe I already have. All by yourself? How? When? Well, as you know, electors are forbidden from giving unfair advantage to claimants. So when Honmoruk refused to divulge why my grandfather passed through Iqbrash 20 years ago, his silence spoke volumes. You think Galov's visit has something to do with the Golden City? Precisely. Moreover, only the Yokui who lived in Jaktel ever dreamt those golden dreams. When exposed to certain triggers, those with magical aptitude have been known to receive visions. And Ingolforlur's abilities are at all representative, the Yokui are no stranger to the arcane. Which means that dreamers of Eld likely owe their experiences to their inherent qualities and their proximity to the city itself, here, in these forests. Then all we need to do is search Jaktel from top to bottom, right? It would behoove us to try and narrow our focus. To that end, I propose we return to Mamook and make inquiries. While there, we can all take the opportunity to see to any necessary travel preparations. When everyone is ready, let us assemble at the Aetheryte. You're Kasihua's boy, aren't you? She told me about you. Says she tasked ye with finding the Golden City. I might even succeed, despite my best efforts. I had begun to think it was a fool's errand. My own fruitless search in my youth proved as much. Yet here you are, older and wiser, playing the fool again. Courtesy of the company I've been keeping, perhaps. Wuklamat's not the only one to have grown thanks to her comrades. We'll find it, together. Was I ever that young? You waited for me. It seems Ketenramm knows my mentor, so we chatted for a bit longer. Alfina said to meet by the Aetheryte, so I'll see you there. The merchants were more than happy to mend my gear and sell me supplies. One would hardly believe that they were ever adverse to trading visitors. You won't believe how many Najul they gave me. Now all we need is a hint to point us in the right direction. City of Gold, here we come. I think I can offer that much. I have an inkling of where the Golden City might be. Miilal Ja and Miilal Ja, you have come to help us? As an elector, I am forbidden from speaking of the Golden City, but my wife is beholden to no such constraints. Then anything you can tell us will be greatly appreciated. Our people have lived here for centuries. There is no corner of this forest we do not intimately know, save for one. Do you recall the place I showed you, where my son confessed the truth of blessed siblings? That stone pier stands at the entrance of the Sky Deep Cenote, the final resting place for children we lost to our zealotry. Precious few are permitted beyond the cenotaph doors, and we have not explored its deepest recesses. If the Golden City is in Jaktel, it may well be hidden there. Will you permit us to search for it? I have no reason to refuse you. No longer will we rely on blessed siblings, nor will we conceal the sacrifices made to conceive them. The cenote is no longer under our protection. It is a dismal burial ground, and our children deserve better. Their bodies will be moved to a place of comfort and peace. I'm sure Mamool Ja would appreciate that, and we are here to offer any help if you need it. Your father also visited the cenote, come to think of it. It was many years ago by now, but a notable affair due to the foreigner he brought with him. A mage, I believe. Gallup. Truly. The Dawn servant does not disclose his reasons, but he descended past our cenotaph and into the old Jokhui quarries. Doubtless the very same ones excavated by Vorporlor's dreamers. Then the Golden City must be there. In the depths of the Sky Deep Cenote. Thank you, both of you. We'll set out straight away. You'll find a winged beast or two lingering in Grok Drak descent. They will carry you below. I believe in you, Third Promise. You will make a magnificent Dawn servant. This is it, everyone. To the Sky Deep Cenote.